everyone. Today you're going to have a very unusual video because this half we're dressed like this, and the next half of the video we're completely different day, different dress and everything, because we've just tried to make the video and realised the first half of what we filmed before was silent and we're not quite sure why. Anyway, so rather than film the whole lot again, you're going to get the first half with us looking like this and the second half the video we did the other day. And the reason we can't cheat and wear the same clothes is because I cut his hair this morning. So you would know immediately that this was not, it would be a mismatch somewhere. Anyway, welcome to our second floor. This is where all our guests stay. So it's a long corridor of doors, and we're going to show you behind each of the doors. So we're going to start up at this end with what we call the Ella suite.
And Ella is one of his daughters.
This is Zion's daughter's room. Now this little room is going to get a makeover again because we did it in a real hurry. About 3 years ago, we had a Brazilian student who phoned to say that she wanted to come and stay with us for a month. And this room has all sorts of graffiti in it. So we gave it a quick makeover, but I'm not entirely happy with it. The curtains were the originals. I don't think the panel above the bed works particularly well. We didn't do the ceiling. So we've got some water stains on the ceiling. So we're going to give it another makeover, freshen it up a bit, make it look a bit brighter. This brown is just a little bit too dull. There's no reflection. So it's a very practical room, and we've kept it this way simply because we've had so many other rooms to do. And this one, redoing things, is last on our list, isn't it? And the bed and the wardrobe we found in a house sale in the village, and it happened to match the green that was already here on the coving.
Door.
On everything, actually, on the
Skirtings.
skirtings and everything. So we've got this little suite of furniture, which is rather nice. So this is the Ella suite. One day it will be a true suite, won't it?
Yeah. We'll have his own suite.
At the moment, you have to come out onto the landing to get to the shower room. But eventually we're going to make this into a proper ensuite. So it's a very practical little shower room, which we've actually used a lot because it's the only decent working shower. And it has a lovely view of the front garden. Oh, it's hot today. That breeze coming through the window is really, really hot. So eventually we'll do this up as well. But again, we're not doing things that we don't have to do at the moment. So coming down the corridor, this is my little museum where I put all the little brocante finds, little milking stools and a little tricycle. And for the wedding last year, we had to do 11 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, including our gîtes. So this was a bathroom but didn't have a basin. And Zion's done a lovely job in here putting a bath. So if we have families with children, they've got a bath. And it's an extra bathroom. Next door, can you see the graffiti on the door? That's what we had everywhere. And it wasn't as innocuous as that sometimes. We had swastikas, we had all sorts of things going on. So we haven't cleaned it all off because it's quite difficult to get rid of. So we need to paint it out. What's this room going to be?
Well, this floor doesn't have like a little communal kitchen. You know, people come up, they want to heat up some food, or they want to use the washing machine, or they want to sit down privately, not in the room. So they can come up here with a beautiful view to the outside. It will be a little table over there. And there'll be a little serving kitchen for up here. You know, it's...
At the moment, it's just storage, isn't it? Which we need. Can you see the graffiti? That's what we had everywhere. But yeah, as Zion said, this will be a little kitchen so that people are staying on the second floor don't have to come all the way down to the
for coffee. Or
yes, or to heat up a baby's bottle or something like that.
Exactly.
So it'll be quite a useful space. And working on down the corridor, it's lovely and cool up here. This is the Bella suite. And Bella, bless her heart, was my mum's little dog who came to live with us for a year after my mum died. And this is just the most gorgeous little suite, designed by me, but refurbished by Zion. We call it the owl room originally because when the chateau was empty, there used to be an owl living in here. But it's just the cutest wallpaper. And in the corner over here, what always fascinates me is where we've got butterflies on the paper. Rather than cut the wings of the butterflies, Zion's cut out the butterflies and put them round the corner. So each butterfly goes around the corner with their wings rather than having their wings clipped. It's so sweet. And just to complement it, there's a butterfly cushion that my mum made. So this was made by my mama with 3D butterflies on it. And my sister made these cushions. So a little touch of everything in the room. And we always do tea and coffee in each room. And it was so hot last year that every room has to have a fan with a wedding. So this room can actually become a double. It can be a twin because there's a pull-out underneath the bed. All the furniture in here came from a flat clearance. So it was practically free. And then further down the corridor, we have a door that goes up to the attic. It's very difficult to get up there because it's very narrow. Nothing going on up there at the moment, but one day that'll be another bedroom, another little suite. I find it so exciting having all these different corners to deal with. And this room was going to be an ensuite to the Josephine room, but actually we then decided perhaps it would be better to keep it as a potential lift shaft. And the reason we decided that is...
It goes all the way down.
And we've got a linen room under this and a bathroom or a shower room under that.
Yeah.
So if we
But
needed...
I think you have changed your mind.
I have changed my mind.
Yeah.
So this would have been a nice little ensuite for the Josephine room, but at the moment it's just storage. And when you're working on the second floor of the chateau, poor old Zion, he's up and down to his workshop. So he brings everything up here and works up here for a period of time. Then slowly but surely we take it all back down again. And next door to this room is the Josephine suite. We have 3 little granddaughters, aged 6, 3 and 1. And Josephine is the eldest. And Josephine loves pink. And the wallpaper in here was actually called Josephine. So we couldn't resist it. It's gorgeous colours anyway. And everything else is pink because Josephine loves pink. And here is Josephine. This is Josephine when she was 4. She's now 6. So it really is a very personal little room. And these are Josephine's little shoes. Look at this, look. These are her first ever summer shoes. How sweet is that? And the lace is made by my family years ago, handed down. These 2 pictures were painted by our neighbour's grandmother. And over here, we've got 2 more oil paintings given to us by my mum. And that's my great granny in that picture there. And this little desk was in my family from when I was about 9. I used to collect birds' eggs and I used to put them in the best room in this little drawer to make sure they didn't get broken by anybody. I haven't got any more than just a pigeon's egg now. But I think you'll agree, it's a sweet little room. And then we did this room on the Chateau DIY Christmas show in 2024, and this was Zion's surprise. Look at this. And it was even a surprise for me, I have to say. I was busy covering the bed and Zion was creating this gorgeous shower room with these beautiful beams. Do you want to go and describe your shower room?
Well, if you remember part of the story of the chateau that we had a flood. And when we opened this wall, we discovered that this is actually the main valley from the big roof. And all the water was coming from here, going down through this floor.
It had rotted the floor, hadn't it, literally?
It rotted the floor. So when we start uncovering, we found out that all this was rotten. That was bad enough as it is. So we had to pinch this little corner from the room next door to make a bathroom.
And I think, as you agree, he's done a gorgeous job. Look at these roof trusses.
This is part of the roof. And they just work perfect.
And we had this little unit. We paid €20 for it in Emiline, which is the second-hand shop. And Zion did a great job, put this lovely basin on it and put the tap through the back.
It's just
it's
very
perfect.
simple, drill a hole and...
And the mirror was free, somebody gave that to us. The lights came from Emiline, I think they cost €10. And the marble on this matches the marble on the fireplace out here. But I think the inspired moment for me, not only is the fact that we've used a wardrobe door, that was actually my idea, but Zion's done the most amazing job because I would have opened it from here. this bit here.
Yeah, as the door itself, but
Zion's opened the
the
whole
drawer.
thing with the drawer in as well, drawer intact. And he's made hinges because when you have a door like this, it's got these square bits.
Yeah.
If you want to open the door, that's it. That would have caught on the wall. So he's designed hinges behind here. You can see me in the mirror. He made those himself. So it lifts the door forward as you open it and keeps that away from the wall. I just think that's just amazing. And then the last thing, and I'm bigging you up here, the last thing is I asked for panelling like this because the whole hallway is panelled in between the width of the doorway. So what does he do? Clever old thing. He takes the back off the wardrobe and makes panelling. Absolutely fabulous. And I was busy upholstering this bed downstairs in the chapel while I left Zion doing the bathroom, and he brought me up and made me shut my eyes and showed me what he'd done. I was absolutely blown away. So this is the Josephine suite. Now we did have a...
how these rooms all have the view to
Yeah,
that.
they do. They're all on the south side. They get a bit warm because of it. Now tell about the disaster we had just recently, about 2 weeks ago.
Loads of them.
What happened? I know, but this particular room.
Oh,
Zion made all the coving in here.
Alison came to me and she said something crashing. I think it's a chimney. So if the chimney will crash, it will go through the floor, basically.
I heard this
And
dreadful
I said,
crash.
I didn't hear anything. I'm going to sleep. So 2 or 3 days later, we're coming up to this room to show somebody the room.
Showing my nephew, weren't we?
And then, boom, the coving.
We tried to open the door, and it turns out all the coving that was originally up here had fallen off and smashed all over the floor.
And lucky, really lucky, that this was here. And when the coving collapsed, it's kicked out.
So
And
it broke a
didn't
piece
smash-
off.
It didn't smash the picture, it didn't smash anything else.
Well, it smashed the table,
Yeah, the table.
but that already had a broken foot, and
So-
you can see from the glue on it.
Yeah, and a little nail somebody put.
But this lovely vase of flowers was left standing upright, just like that. And so we were so lucky it wasn't smashed all over the floor as well. You can see where it caught the back of the door, but it was all over the floor. Look at this, that's where it caught on the door. All over the floor. And the problem was that, first of all, we were always rushing for the television whenever we want to do a reveal. So Zion hadn't had a chance, because the coving was still soft, to screw it to the wall. And because this
And
wall...
the glue doesn't.
because this wall was the wet wall from that flood we had all those years ago, it hadn't dried out. And of course, this summer we've had 40 degrees. So the wall has dried out at a different rate to the coving at the top. And that's what's happened. The coving came away from the wall as the wall's shrinking and the coving's shrinking in a different timing. So poor old Zion's now got to create some more coving. However, moving on.
I've done it before, I'll do it again.
Moving on, we're going to show you this next door room here, which is going to become your son's room, isn't it?
Orange.
Oren's room. So we've got an Ella room, Ella suite, and this will be Oren's suite one day.
It's nice and cool in here.
It's because it faces north. And as you can see, it's a long way off from being anything at the moment. It's just a storage room. Because when Zion's doing all the work up here again, everything gets moved around. And this is the back of that ensuite that you've just seen. So the ensuite is a bite out of this room. And what are your plans for this room?
I think we'll put another bathroom right there. Mm-hmm. But we'll try to open the owl tower.
There's an owl living in the turret.
Alison believe that there's an owl
There
living in the
definitely
tower.
is. In that corner, there's a turret above my room. And there is an owl living in there. I know there is for sure.
So we'll open that one. And you still want to put those secret steps to the top floor?
I wanted a secret staircase, and Zion said to me, let's do this room. And I'm going, no, we don't need to do this room. We've got plenty of suites already. And then he said to me something I could not resist, which was...
A secret staircase.
He's going to make a secret staircase to a roof terrace. Here's the broken coving all over the floor. Anyway, so one day this room's going to have a secret staircase to a roof terrace. So that's half of the second floor. And now we're going to hand you over to this other couple that were filming the other day and dressed completely differently. And they're going to continue the tour with you. So I hope you've enjoyed it so far, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the video that we made the other day. We'll catch up with you again soon, and we'll leave it to them. Bye for now. This door here is an attic. We'll take you up to the attic some other time. And we have 3 grandchildren, the middle of whom is Vivian. So Vivian has the Vivian suite.
Vivian has the middle room.
The middle room, because she's the middle granddaughter. This is the Vivian suite. Nobody's seen this one yet because we did this one for ourselves and it's not appeared on television yet. But I think you'll agree it's a lovely, fresh feeling room. Nice wardrobe there.
And it's got a little...
What do you do with the tower, the small tower? Well, we like to put tea and coffee in all our rooms, so this is a little kitchenette. It's like a little coffee station with very nice views, I have to say. A lovely big bed, which we picked up in a junk shop. It's difficult to get the very large beds, so it's very nice to have a big French bed. And then Zion's signature door to the bathroom.
It's cheaper than buying a door.
Wardrobes are us. Through we go into the bathroom. We like to have the eclectic look, so we like to have modern fittings and fixtures to make sure they work nicely for our guests and clients and family. And then we like to team them up with lovely old pieces. So we've got a toilet and a tower, which works extremely well, I have to say. A lovely new shower and a combination of an old unit with a modern basin and a modern mirror. And these pictures are my great-great-grandparents on my mother's side. And they were originally French many, many years ago. So I do feel slightly French, even though I probably don't speak it as well as I should by now. So this is the Vivian suite. These rooms are so lovely. They're all lovely and big. And it was this coving that Zion copied for the Josephine suite. So we actually are using a coving of a style that is original. And back out into the hallway. Can you see all this pink everywhere? This is the original pink that the Chateau used. And because there's so much of it, we just can't afford to change it. And I actually quite like it. This one, you can see the original graffiti that we were up against. Everywhere was sprayed with graffiti. And that was one of them. So moving on, we have one more suite to show you. And this one is our youngest granddaughter called Emiline. And again, you'll have seen this on the most recent series of Chateau DIY, because the Emiline suite had to wait to be named because Emiline wasn't born when we finished it. And this, I think you agree, is one of our triumphs. We love this room. We love it second to the bridal suite, but only just. It started off as 2 separate rooms, and we combined the 2 and exposed the roof trusses, and I did the stenciling, created a stencil and put it on the ceiling. And then Zion very cleverly...
It used to be 3 rooms.
3 rooms, including the bathroom, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we haven't seen any of this because there was a corridor here, closed, a door here, a basin there. The water supply from the bridal suite is to come all the way out from the basement, come here, from here going down. You had to use maybe 50-60 liters of water before you get hot water. And used to be a wall here, a door.
Yes, you can just see the wall on the floor there, can't you? You can just see the line where the old wall used to be, just there.
And then corridor, another door, and the alcove. Mm-hmm. Another door.
Another cupboard. There were loads of doors and the ceilings were all different heights, and Zion's done all this woodwork. This is all brand new. The archway, the ceiling, the coving, and this beautiful fireplace. I wanted a more medieval feel up here, and originally it had a fireplace on this wall over here, which was a very dull, sort of very, very uninspiring fireplace. So I asked him if we could have one here. It doesn't actually work, but it's decorative.
It works.
But that fire is a realistic
it's
fire. Yes, it's electrical fire.
Yeah, and you can see this is only
It's hollow.
fake.
So what's transformed from a corridor into a beautiful room, we're very happy with it. And everybody loves this room. I love the curtains. I actually started off with the curtain fabric. And curtains made simple are the people who
And
make
who
our
likes this room?
curtains.
This stayed here. Terry and Ash.
Of course. This was their bedroom when they came to stay with us recently.
They liked it. And
So it's a
then
nice, comfortable, double aspect room. This looks out over our English park, and the other side looks out over the driveway. And this is the ensuite. Again, using the same tiles, same green, and all the modern fittings, so they're comfortable and easy to use. And then a little twist is this bookcase, which I've used for all the bathroom accessories and spare toilet rolls and hairdryer and everything. I think you'll agree it works really well. Very proud of it. But it's not quite finished. We still need to do a little bit more work on the floor. But generally it's...
in general, nothing not quite finished, because when we do things and it's on television, we have to rush things
yeah, we do rush things to
for
finish
the
them.
reveal.
But I think we get there in the end.
But it works. It's beautiful,
does.
it's functional, it's comfortable. You know what? It's a new room, but it's got an old feeling.
It has. It has. It's got an old feeling to it. And so, come back in front of the camera. That is your tour of the second floor or third floor. And we hope you enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed showing you. And another time we'll take you around the first floor, second floor, where all the major suites are. And that includes our bridal suite. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Oh, don't forget, press the subscribe button and join us. It's free, but it means that we'll send you notifications whenever we put up a new video. Bye for now.